That is true. So, in the book of Ruth, Ruth was a Moabite, and she was married to a man who ended up dying, and she and her sister-in-law, so her husband's brother's wife. So the two sons died. The father died as well. So that left three widows. And in Israelite culture, men were supposed to be able to take care of the women. And since the mother-in-law had no other sons, had no husband to be able to produce other sons, she was going to leave Moab and then go back to her home country. And she told her daughters-in-law to, go, you're young, remarry. The one daughter-in-law, Orpah, was like, all right, deuces. And I'm being Ruth was like, wherever you go, I go. Like, we here, we're with it. So she was like, okay, bet. So they went back to the mother-in-law's home country, and there was a relative, because back in those times, if your husband dies and you don't have any children, you are supposed to go be with the closest relative, and that relative is supposed to serve as a kinsman-redeemer, and that kinsman-redeemer is supposed to marry you, and the two of y'all have a child to be able to carry on the lineage of the deceased husband. So there was the mother-in-law was like, okay, here's Boaz, like, you can go work in his field, do all of this stuff, because he had a lot of land, he owned a lot of stuff, he had dough. It was like, you go work in his field, you do this, and like earn your keep. And he's kin, so he's someone that you could marry. He's single. She went, she shot her shot. Boaz said, look, I peep what you're trying to do. There is someone who's younger in age and closer in kinsman redeemship. Go try that person. If that person says no, then come back. Ruth did. That person said no. She came back. Two of them got married, and then bam, that's the lineage of Jesus.
Huh.
I gave a really, really, really hoodie and holy like version
Uh
of
huh.
that rundown of that story, but yes, Ruth shot her shot. So like everyone, you'll hear them saying Boaz, but the reality is Ruth did shoot her shot.
Huh.